So we look at energy transition under the topic of sustainability. Energy transition is about shifting from one form of energy to another. For example, in history, there was a shift from burning of wood into coal-fired systems. And then also there's been a shift from steam-powered engines onto fossil-based systems. Now, the shift from steam-based systems into fossil-based systems has been primarily due to providing efficient energy inputs and technology advancements. Now, these energy transition systems have required structural changes to adapt with the various supply and consumption needs. So in terms of energy transition, currently, there is a phase down of fossil-based systems to incorporate renewable energy systems. So the content of this energy transition topic, we are going to look at the energy usage, and then we will look at energy auditing, and then we move on to look at the energy trilemma. And then from then on, we look at net zero energy systems. And then we then delve into the decarbonization of buildings and transport and industry. And then we finish off with the types of materials which were required to achieve the level of energy transition. So why do we need the current energy transition? In 2015, the Paris Agreement, which was agreed by around 196 parties at the United Nations conference, reducing the risk and impacts of climate change, achieving 1.5 degrees C as a global temperature compared to pre-industrial levels. This Paris Agreement aims towards a net zero emissions by 2050. So the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, have indicated that the world must reduce its net CO2 emissions by about 45% by 2030 compared to 2010 levels. There are other reasons supporting the current energy transition. Fossil-based energy system is a finite resource. There is an opportunity to explore other energy systems in order to diversify the portfolio of energy available to various countries. Another key reason for the energy transition is the improvement of air quality around various communities and countries. Why energy transition? Why energy is a key component of the greenhouse gas emissions. And so we are going to explore how much emissions come from the energy system. So we start to look at the breakdown of the worldwide greenhouse gas emissions by the various sectors. And so we're going to have a deep dive into this various data that we have. Okay, so in terms of this figure that we have here from our world in data, so we have, this is from a 2016 data which has been compiled. So what we can see here is the energy breakdown over 73%. We have agriculture, forestry, and land use 18.4%. You have waste 3.2%, and you have industry 5.2%. So this is showing a breakdown. Again, the link and further graphs will show the most up-to-date data. But the benefit of showing this pie chart is seeing the breakdown of the various energy systems. So subsequent graphs will have latest between 2019 and 2022. So we can see clearly why decarbonization of energy systems is essential, because it has over 73% of the energy consumption contributing the global greenhouse gas emissions. So focusing on the breakdown we have for energy, Then you have the energy usage within the industry, which is 24.2%. And you have the transport sector has 16.2%. And you have the energy use in buildings for 17.5%. So again, the breakdown allows to see the three main sections with high greenhouse gas emissions, energy usage in buildings, transport, and energy use within the industry.